Welcome to this video on FireFly POS setup. In this session, we're going to be talking about setting up your stations and their attached hardware. Let's go to Configuration, General, and Station Setup. This drop-down will show you all of the stations that your system is licensed for. It should usually include a remote station that you'll access when you want to sign into this system remotely, as well as a FireFly station which is used by tech support. So just select the first station that you'd like to configure. This will have an IP address defaulting to it, but if you need to change it for your network, go ahead and do so. We want to decide if this is going to be a register station with a cache drawer attached, yes or no. Also, we can choose which order types are valid for this station. First of all, make sure you've activated the order types in the store setup area. Then, from your active order types, you can choose each one and make it active on this station. If you'd like to have a default order type, you can choose one here. If you'd like to add a default screen, we can do that after we've set up our menu screens. Or you can choose one of these functional screens, such as your orders screen, your lookup screen, or your dispatch screen. Remote authorized means that a remote user logging into the network can take over this station. We don't recommend that for your POS stations, but you would check that for the remote or FireFly station. When you're done, just save your changes. Repeat this process for each station that you'll be using. Now let's move on to station device, where we can set up hardware. Once again, I'm going to go to station 1. The first thing we're going to talk about is whether this is going to have a cache drawer attached. If it does have a physical cache drawer, just go ahead and click on the cache drawer, and then we're going to add one. Select the type. MS Cache is used for parallel or serial drawers. The other option you'll likely have is a USB drawer. The drawer name, you can give this a name that you'll be using in your system. The drawer name needs to match the printer share name. If you've added, you'll be adding this as a printer on your Windows or Linux station. So that is going to tie to the share name that you give it. The drawer label is going to be used inside of your POS system to identify the drawer. The code is the manufacturer's code required to open the drawer, and the port you'll select as one of the serial ports or USB port. This is likely the default drawer for this station. You can add multiple drawers per station if you'd like. If you'd like to require assignment, go ahead and click here. We do have another video that talks about cache drawer assignment. And then you can save your changes. You might want to have more than one station access the same drawer. Once a drawer is added to a different station, I can pick station 2 and just say that it'll be using that same cache left drawer. Check this box if you've got a fingerprint reader attached to the station. This box is used to set up a pull display. Just give the name of the display which matches the printer's share name, and then you can set a default message for the upper and lower line. Press Initialize to start the display. The credit device is not typically used. You can ignore that field. Activate the iPad encrypted pin pad if you'll be using a credit card encrypted pin pad on this station. This is not your typical Meg Stripe reader, but instead the encrypted pin pad used for security. Once you're done with these options, go ahead and save changes. Be sure that you add the drawer and the pull display to your workstation as well. There's documentation available to teach you how to do this. You'll want to repeat this process for each station that you'll be using, if it has hardware attached. And that's how you set up the initial station setup and hardware for your system. We'll talk about printers in another video.